My name is Wendy Shearer and I am a storyteller and an author. Today I'm going to be reading you a story from my new book of African and Caribbean folktales, myths and legends. The story is a trickster's tale. I don't know if any of you out there are tricksters. Do you like playing tricks and jokes on your friends? I bet a few of you are nodding. Well, trickster tales are exactly that. Someone is playing a trick, and sometimes the trickster himself gets tricked, or the trickster herself gets tricked. And the story I'm going to read you today is called Monkey Liver Soup. Now, as a storyteller and a writer, I like to speak the stories out. So sometimes I'll do a little bit of writing and then I'll speak it out to the trees, to the chair, to anyone that will listen. So my voice is a very important part of the storytelling and writing process. So when you're listening to me reading the story, I need you to sit back, relax, and bring your biggest imagination. But at times, I might ask for a little bit of help. I might need you to use your voice in the story. I might ask you to do some actions or some sounds, and then together we can bring the story to life. Are you ready? This is the story of Monkey Liver Soup. There once was a crocodile who lived in a dark, murky swamp along the Nariva River. He was feeling extremely worried because his wife was sick and he didn't know how to help her. He called Dr. Python, who had a very good reputation for diagnosing serious illnesses. "Crocky, my friend, you've got a difficult time ahead of you," said the snake doctor, unravelling his long stethoscope from his long snaky body. "What is it? Is it serious?" asked Crocodile. He was wondering if he should be really worried about his wife. "It is serious, and I'm afraid there is not much that you can do. There is a cure, but it's very difficult to find," said the doctor. "Tell me, Doc, whatever it is, I will find it for my wife," said Crocodile. The doctor explained that Crocodile's wife could only get better if she drank some monkey liver soup. "What?" yelled Crocodile, horrified at the thought. "Monkey liver soup? Monkey liver soup? How will I make monkey liver soup?" Crocodile knew that monkeys spent most of their time out of his reach, swinging from tree to tree. He'd never managed before to catch one. "Exactly. That's why no one ever gets better from this illness," said the doctor, shaking his head sadly. "You need to get hold of a monkey's liver and cook it with some sweet potatoes, yam and green banana to make a nice, heartwarming soup." Crocodile watched his wife sadly as the doctor slithered away. "Well, at least there is some hope," he thought. "I'll just have to come up with a plan." So he settled down in the swamp and began to think hard. Now, I need you at home to put on your best thinking face. Can you do that? How could you think hard? What could Crocodile do to catch a monkey? Well, the next day, Crocodile left his murky swamp in search of a monkey. He made his way slowly, gliding along the river. He looked closely at the trees along the riverbank. He was hoping to see a monkey swinging by when, splash! He bumped into Manatee, the large sea cow. Now, do you think you can make yourself large and float like a sea cow? You see, this is how they move in the water. Oh, oops! Sorry, Crocky, I didn't see you there. What are you doing out of your swamp? Asked Manatee. Oh, I'm just taking a swim, looking to see if anyone new is about, said Crocodile slyly. He didn't trust Manatee with his plan, just in case he warned the monkeys. Well, I heard that everyone hangs out by Manzilla Bay these days. That's where the best fruit is, said Manatee. He took a big gulp of air before he swam back down to the bottom of the river. Well, that sounded like a good place to look for monkeys, thought Crocodile, and so he headed out to the wide river. It wasn't long before he reached the bank by Manzilla Bay. He sank into the water, lowering his long tail and keeping only his beady eyes just above the water, not wanting to be seen. Can you open your eyes wide like a crocodile, just above the water? He looked out for any monkeys. But after a few moments of quiet waiting, he suddenly felt something pelt him on the head. Ouch! Before he could open his eyes, he felt something hard land on his tail. Ow! He looked up and saw a monkey hanging from a balata tree. Watch where you're throwing those shells, monkey, yelled Crocodile. Ah! Sorry, Crocky, giggled Monkey. I didn't see you there. You sneaked up so quietly. I'm just gliding along. Crocodile smiled slyly to himself. The first part of his plan was working. He'd found a monkey. Now to trick him out of his liver. Should be simple, right? Well, he tried to sound casual so that Monkey would not suspect anything. What brings you upstream, Crocky? Asked Monkey as he removed the pips from his balata fruit. Crocodile nearly blurted out his plan to catch a monkey, but managed to think of an excuse quickly. I'm just taking a break from the party that's going on down by the lagoon. Monkey sat up straight and stopped peeling his fruit. He could never resist a party. There's a party down by the lagoon? He asked. What fun! How come I didn't hear about this? I'm surprised you didn't know. Everyone's there. You should come, said Crocodile. And he smiled, revealing his sparkly sharp teeth. Come on, Crocky man. You know I can't swim. How would I get to the lagoon? Huffed Monkey. Crocodile swam right up to the bank and swung his long tail under the balata tree. You don't have to worry about swimming. I am a great swimmer. You can ride on my back, he offered with the most sincere smile he could muster. Monkey thought about it for a moment. Is there music? He asked. Oh yes, said Crocodile. The toucans are playing the steel pan drums. Well, what about fruit trees? Are there plenty of fruit trees? Of course, Monkey Man. That's why the party is there. Lots of the sweetest fruit trees grow around that lagoon. Monkey hesitated. Crocodile had a habit of biting anyone when he was cross. maybe it wasn't best to get too close to his sharp teeth. What do you think? Do you think Monkey should take a ride on Crocodile's back? I don't know, Crocky. Monkeys and water don't mix. If I fall in the water, I will surely drown. I think I'll just stay here, up in my tree. Suit yourself. I thought you liked parties, but the offer for a ride is still there. Crocodile turned around slowly to head back into the water. Hold on, wait up! Monkey jumped down from the tree and stood at the edge of the river. He stroked his white beard and thought for a moment. If I sit on your back, you must promise to move really slowly. Yes, really slowly. No bumping around. Of course, no bumping around. And no swishing your tail either. Okay, no swishing my tail. Because I might fall off if you swish your tail. Don't worry, I'll be steady. Just climb onto my back, Monkey. Crocodile sank his long teeth beneath the water to hide his smile. He was so pleased that his plan was working. Monkey stopped suddenly, suspiciously looking at Crocodile. Why are you so keen for me to go to this party, Crocky? Hey, it doesn't bother me if you go or not. It's easy for me to swim there. And it seems a shame for you to miss out on all those juicy sweet balattas and giant pomerac fruits. Crocodile smiled his toothy grin, trying not to look too eager. Monkey's ears pricked up at the mention of giant pomeracs. He imagined the pear-shaped fruit hanging down from the trees like crimson jewels waiting to be plucked. He was getting a bit tired of only eating tiny balattas. It took such a long time to peel off the skin, and he needed to eat so many to fill himself up. All right, you've convinced me. I'll come with you, said Monkey. Crocodile moved closer to the bank and walked towards the middle. And Monkey stepped gingerly onto his long mouth and walked towards the middle of his back. He sat very carefully on his rough scales and tried to make himself comfortable. He looked nervously at the muddy water as Crocodile glided away from the riverbank. They made their way downstream, twisting and turning as the river snaked along towards the lagoon. Monkey sat very still while they drifted past the red mangroves. He was so worried about falling into the water that he didn't even try to grab any juicy red pomerac fruit that was hanging over from the trees. Crocodile was silent for a long, long time, with only the slits of his eyes and his nostrils above the water. They were right in the middle of the river now, and Monkey began to feel nervous. He really was not comfortable being so close to the water, and they were too far from either side of the riverbanks for him to jump off and scamper back into the trees. Hey! Crocky! Crocky! Are you awake? Thud, thud, thud. He tapped Crocodile on the head with his hand. Don't fall asleep, man. This is serious business. I can't fall into this river. Do you understand? Remember, I can't swim. Monkey was on his feet now. His face was twitching from left to right. He was eyeing up the water either side of him. Crocodile lifted his long jaws out of the water and gritted his teeth. He wanted to turn around and go snap onto Monkey's leg, but he had to get closer to home first to be sure that he wouldn't lose Monkey and his precious liver in the water. Of course I'm awake, Monkey. Just sit down and enjoy the ride. Crocodile lowered his face back into the water, keeping his jaws firmly shut so that he would not be tempted to bite Monkey. They came to a fork in the river where one way led to the swamp and the other way led to the lagoon. Which way do you think Crocodile went? Yes, you're right. He went left towards the swamp. And Monkey noticed immediately. Hey, Crocky, where are you going, man? This isn't the way to the lagoon. Crocodile knew that he just couldn't keep lying any longer. I'm sorry, Monkey, but I lied to you. We aren't going to the lagoon. What do you mean? Why did you lie? Asked Monkey, starting to feel scared. We're going to my home in the swamp. Why didn't you tell me we're going to your home? Are there more fruits there? Monkey asked hopefully. No, there are no fruits there. He was bursting to tell Monkey the truth, and he was feeling very guilty about his secret plan, even though it was to help his sick wife. Well, why did you tell me there was? Shrieked Monkey. He was starting to realise that he might be in serious trouble. I needed to trick you into getting onto my back. Crocodile's bulging eyes blinked slowly. He felt quite ashamed. I don't understand. Why did you need me to get onto your back? Monkey began pacing up and down on Crocodile's back, terrified of the answer. Oh dear, I feel very bad about this, Monkey, but you see, my wife is ill. I'm really sorry to hear that, Crocky, but what has that got to do with me? Monkey was really worried now. From Crocodile's tone, somehow it was going to be bad news for him. He stood up straight on Crocodile's back, wishing he could just leap across to dry land. By now they were entering the dark swamp with shadowy trees and mosquitoes buzzing around. Crocodile was very near his home and knew he'd have to tell Monkey the truth. Dr. Python examined her and said she has a rare illness. She can only be cured if she drinks a bowl of monkey liver soup. Monkey liver soup? Monkey liver soup? Monkey shouted. You want my liver? Monkey nearly slipped into the river from shock. He settled himself down and thought quickly. If he didn't come up with a plan to get away from Crocodile quickly, he'd be made into soup. Pretending to be very friendly, he said, Crocky man, you should have told me that you needed my liver. I would happily give it to you, no problem. Crocodile stopped moving. He couldn't believe his ears. You'll give me your liver? Of course, yes. You didn't need to take me for a ride. I could have given it to you right by my tree. But why would you give me your liver? Especially when I tried to trick you, asked Crocodile suspiciously. Well, you might have tried to trick me, but I can understand why. I'm sorry about your wife, Crocky, and if I can help you both, I will. Monkey made his voice sound very sympathetic. The only trouble is, Crocky, you'll have to take me back to my tree to get it. I don't understand. Why do we need to go back to your tree for liver? Asked Crocodile. Well, I don't have it on me. You see, I've not been feeling that well myself. And so I went to see the doctor and he examined me and told me that I need to take my liver out and give it a good clean from time to time. He explained nervously. So that's what I did this morning. I took my liver out, cleaned it in the river, gave it a good wash, and then I hung it out to dry. So that's where I've left it. The Crocodile wasn't too sure about this explanation. I didn't know that you could take out your own liver, he said, confused. Of course, Crocky, everybody does that. How do you think we monkeys stay so fit and lively? But you don't need your liver, Monkey. No, not at all, not at all. I don't mind you having it. We'll need to go back, though, to my balata tree if you want me to give it to you, said Monkey. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate your help, said Crocodile. And off they swam. I'll leave it there and let you imagine whether or not Monkey got away, or did Crocodile catch him? Thank you so much for listening to part of that story. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I want you to put a comment down to say which character or which bit you like the best or what you think might happen next. Enjoy the festival, everyone. Goodbye.